Hey guys, I know it has been about 3 weeks, but I'm back with this look for you guys. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm using the concealer from MILANI Cosmetics in the shade Warm Tan, and I'm just gonna prime my lids with that. You can use any eyeshadow primer you have available or any concealer. Make sure it's not greasy, because if it is, it will crease. Now using the Ace Beauty palette in the shade Slice of Paradise, and the palette is called Slice of Paradise. The shade is called Macaw. Okay, I think it's Macaw. I'm going to use a crease brush and apply this into my crease, and we're just going to concentrate that color there. I'm trying to do this reverse cut crease that I've been seeing a lot of people do. So we're going to put the dark color first and then blend out the edges with a lighter shade. So as you can see, I went in and used that bright blue shade, which is absolutely gorgeous. The shade is called Blue Bell, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of the dark shade. And now to cut my crease, I'm using the NYC jumbo pencil in the shade Milk. Remember this? This is like OG YouTube beauty guru days. You know, nowadays everybody's using plows and whatever. Maybe one day I'll try the plows. But for now, we're going to bring it back to the early beauty guru YouTube days with the NYX jumbo pencil in Milk. Okay, so I'm using a concealer brush to start outlining my cut crease, and I'm just gonna gradually, deepen it up. Well, not deepen it up, but add a bit more of the jumbo pencil to make it completely opaque. Now I'm going to use this Sugar Pill pigment. This one is in the shade LUMI, and I'm just going to apply a bit of this over that jumbo pencil so it gives it like this iridescent kind of blue toned white look. Then I'm going to go back in with a bit of concealer, the same concealer that I used to prime, the MILANI one in the shade Warm Tan. And I'm going to use this to cut my crease again. So this is going to give me that liner look in my crease without, trying to fight and get the line straight when the eye makeup is already done. So trying to make my life a bit easier here. All right, now I'm going to go back in with that deep blue shade, Macaw, from the Ace Beauty palette, Slice of Paradise palette. And I'm just going to pat that onto my lid using a shadow brush. I wish I had used a brush that was a bit more stiffer, so I went ahead and switched out the first brush for this shader brush, which made it a bit easier to get closer to the line in my crease without messing it up. Now I'm going to use the OPV Rainbow Splash palette. I'm going to use this beautiful aqua shade and apply this to my inner part of my lid and blend it into that blue. Then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite liquid liners in the shade Distortion from Urban Decay Heavy Metal collection. And then I'm gonna go in and just kind of blend this in slightly over into the matte blue shade. Then I'm gonna use this other glitter liner from Urban Decay Heavy Metal collection. This one's called Spandex. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need to wear some spandex with my dress to an event soon. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this glitter onto the blue part and then clean up my eyeshadow with a makeup wipe, or you can use tape to prevent a mess. I'm going to go in with my favorite liquid liner. This is the NYC Color Liquid Liner. It is no longer sold in the US, I believe, so I get mine from Amazon or Canada. If you get a hookup in Canada, have to buy it for you, pay them, whatever, give blood, I don't know. But it's definitely one of my favorite liquid liners. I have a couple on backup, so I'm good for a year or two. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and create my wing liner and then just add a bit more of the spandex glitter liner. And then I'm going to go in with this beautiful gold liner. This is from OPV. I completely forgot the name, but I'll put it down below in the description box for you guys. I know lately I haven't been filling it in because a lot of people don't check the description box. They'll ask me for something, and majority of the time it is there. So I kind of stopped filling it in. But I'm going to try filling it in. I'm going to start filling in the description box for you guys, and hopefully you check it before you ask questions. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean, it's just that area is for information that you need. Now I'm going to go in with the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal, and then I'm going to use this palette from Urban Decay. This is the On The Run palette, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to use a bit of that matte shadow to set my concealer by my eyebrow. Then I'm going to go in with this eyeliner pencil from LA Girl. I believe this is called Cobalt, but again, the correct name, will be down below in the description box. I'm going to go over that liner with a bit of the Macao Blue Matte Shadow from the Ace BEAUTE palette, and I'm going to use a aqua liner. This is the Glide On Gel Liner Pencil from LA Girl, and apply that in my waterline. And then I'm going to go back over that with a bit of the LUMI pigment from Sugar Pill, and I'm just going to put a touch of black eyeliner right under my lashes. Now using this pigment also from Sugar Pill, it's called Purist. It has a slight lavender tint iridescent look to it. I'm just going to apply that to my tear duct area, some mascara, and a bit of the spandex glitter liner right under my lashes. And then I'm just going to pop on some 615s that I stacked. These can be found in Walmart or Sally's or your local beauty supply. Or you can put on mink lashes if you like. And I'm just going to pop those on. And that is it for the eyes. I hope you guys like it. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the look. So for foundation, I am going to be using the Pro Matte Foundations from LA Girl. The shade I'm using is Cappuccino, and I'm also going to add a bit of yellow to that with the Pro Color Mixing Foundation Mixing Pigment, also from LA Girl. And yeah, just add a tiny bit of that to give this foundation a slight tint of yellow because I have warm undertones, and apply that to my face. So the foundation is a tiny bit darker than me. Like, it's not the darkest thing, but I absolutely love the way it looks. Once I have it all blended out, it matches really great. So I'm just gonna blend this out. If you're curious about this brush, I bought it off of eBay a long time ago. I believe someone said they found it on Wish. I've never bought anything from Wish, but if you see it there and you trust the site, go ahead and purchase it because it's a really cute and cool foundation brush. It gets the job done, okay? So I'm going to blend out my foundation all over. Then I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Fawn as usual, and I'm going to do like the wing feathered look concealer design that I usually do. So I'm going to apply this under my eye area in a triangular shape. Then I'm going to bring it down to around my nose area, the bridge part of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Pretty much add highlighted concealer, which should be a shade or two lighter than you are, or it could be a shade and a half lighter than you are. And you apply this into or onto the areas where you want to bring more light to, pretty much, okay? So the areas where you want it to stand out a bit more. This also gives you a nice contoured effect when you do this. So if you don't like contouring, you can do your foundation and just add a bit of concealer to give you a highlighted look. And you don't really need to contour unless you want to. If you don't like using a brush, this is a synthetic brush, by the way. You can definitely use a beauty blender if you like. Make sure it's damp, okay? And when you apply your powder, it could be a little bit damp as well. This is definitely going to give you a really nice airbrushed finished look. But I prefer brushes. Maybe to go over it with a sponge is fine, but I prefer to put my foundation on with brushes. Who else likes that? I don't know. Maybe I'm alone with this now because it seems like everyone uses a sponge these days. And I'm going to go in with the Pretty Vulgar, this is their translucent setting powder, which I've been liking a lot. It's really nice. I haven't tested it out as far as real life, like hours, but I like the finished look on my face. Now going in with my favorite contouring powder. This is the Pro Matte powder from L'Oreal Infallible collection. The shade is Cocoa. Okay, and this brush is from one of my Sonia Kashuk sets. I'm just going to contour my nose using whatever product is left on my brush. Then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite blushes from LA Girl. I'll put the name down below in the description box for you guys. Now I'm going to use this highlighting palette from Makeup Addiction to apply my highlight. I'm using the gold shade. And I'll also put the name to this palette down below. I believe this is Volume 1. Okay, I'm not sure if they're still selling these palettes, but I believe it's Volume 1. I'm also going to apply a bit of this to the tip part of my nose, the bridge part of my nose, and a little tiny bit on the Cupid's bow. I was actually watching a show while doing this, you guys. Can't remember what show it was, but I was watching something, okay? Now I'm going to go in with lips. I'm using this lip liner from Urban Decay. This is actually a eye pencil. This is the Glide On 24/7 eye pencil in the shade Torch. So I'm just going to line my lips with that. Then I'm going to go in with the Sugar Pill liquid lipstick in the shade Trinket, okay? I wanted to do a really soft pinky nude lip and just add a touch of gloss to that. I didn't want the lip to be too dramatic because the eyes was doing a whole lot. You know what I mean? Balance, guys, balance. Now for a bit of gloss. This is the Hi-Fi Shine Gloss from Urban Decay. I'll put the name for it down below in the description box. And I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup with some of the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. Add a bit of powder to my wig, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, make sure you like this video. If you want to see more of my content, make sure you subscribe and hit notifications so you are notified every time I upload. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, okay? That helps my channel out, and I'll see you again soon. Love you guys. Bye.